Good morning, Desiree and the viewers. I'm the CEO, not the president.
We apologize for that, a bad start to our conversation. But just the DA has joined the fray in this call for Ms. Derby to go, saying that she is inefficient, slow in decision-making, a high cadre deployment whose leadership has continued to run the SOE to the ground. Why do you feel otherwise?
The calls for her to be removed only started when she decided that she's going to open the market for new entrants. Remember what happens? We were 29 years into democracy, and people have been small players, black players, female, have been given mineral rights and mining rights by government since 1994. And then what has happened is that all the slots at the ports are owned by the big companies. And once you want to open the slots for small businesses, then the fight starts. So the CEO has indicated he's going to open the iron ore lines, the manganese lines, and the coal lines. And these contracts are like for 10, 20 years. So she's starting this year to open that. And once that is done, it will allow small players to be able to sell their products to the market. So at the moment, what is happening, if let's say you are a black company, small company having a coal mine, you cannot sell your coal to the market. You cannot sell it to anyone that you want. You have to sell it to the people who own the slot, which unfortunately are the big mining companies in South Africa. So you don't have a choice. So what she's doing, she's trying to open that to say 25% of the slots should be given to small players, emerging miners, women-owned mining companies, so that they can have a freedom like all the big companies to trade as they wish. And hence the war started. So we're saying, let her continue with this transformation. Let her open the market for new players, so that we can ensure that all the people of South Africans, the majority of South Africans, play a meaningful role in the economy. They are not treated like they are now, where 29 years into democracy, they own basically nothing. So the fight is about the opening of the market so that we can do away with the apartheid ownership patterns.
I'm interested in why the BBC is so confident in her leadership. We know that in recent days, South Africa's economy has grown at an average of about 1%. Where do we make a balance? The things that you say she's doing well and which you reckon are the correct way to go, are they evidence-based?
Yes, they are evidence-based. It happens all the time when a CEO of Transnet wants to open the market to new players. There's always these battles that they want to get rid of the CEO. It's not starting with her. It started before. And then coming to the issue of performance, we've had a discussion with Transnet. We're monitoring their turnaround plan. And once we've done a proper analysis, then we'll come and comment about it. But we support her for making sure that she opens the market. We cannot have a situation 29 years into democracy where black people own nothing.
Yeah, so Transnet is a very important enabler of economic activity, the rail and port operator. What's the way forward here?
It's important that the Transnet, like all the SOCs, they perform. Performance is not cannot be compromised. That has to happen. The performance has to be measured. If there's lack of performance, then action has to be taken. But the issue of transformation is also key and critical. We cannot afford a situation where we continue to marginalize the majority of the country. That is, on its own, is a threat to democracy.
Yeah. Mr. Matabane, another important conversation in the country today that the BBC has been vocal on, the decision by the National Energy Regulator to hike Eskom tariffs. How is the BBC responding to this?
That is very, very unfortunate. We shouldn't be having an increase of the product that we don't have. We've got out of 24 hours, most of us now have 12 hours of no electricity. So how do you increase a price of something that is not there? And we've been saying, and we've called for all the leaders, including the president, that the only solution now is to stop load shedding. And you can only stop load shedding by fixing Eskom. All these other peripheral actions that have been taken are not going to help us to solve load shedding. So let's focus all our energies to solve load shedding, but we shouldn't be increasing prices of the commodities that we don't have.
So Transnet, like Eskom, is a very hotly contested space. How has the BBC engaged with the decisions coming out of the ANC's 55th conference on state-owned enterprises?
We will be having a meeting with the top 7 in the next 2 weeks, the top 7 of the ANC, so that we can share our plans, we can share our opinions and our views on what we think should be able to be implemented. And remember also Eskom, when the new board was appointed, they asked us to give them 3 months. And once the 3 months has passed, we are waiting for the meeting with Eskom. And we'll continue to engage with Transnet on their turnaround plan, because those are the 2 key state-owned enterprises, and they have to function well and they have to work so that the economy can grow.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to us this morning. That was Kganki Matabane, is the CEO of the Black Business Council, joining us via Zoom.